Nalip and cricket being, I have. When my party came to power, the first thing we did, President Modi, and I said, look, we have similar problems. Let's get together. Let's resolve our, there were terrorist attacks from Pakistan. We know I instigated by India, but what the sabotage going on in Karachi and Baloch people. The highest number of poor people. 11 ministers were supposed to meet on this coming up. It's a national. So we year-old Kashmiri boy who's on an Indian convoy. I spoke to the Indian public because we've clamped down on these groups. We retaliated, saying that, look, we do not want any. The entire campaign, almost the entire campaign, taught Pakistan a lesson that they had jets 10 trees of ours, which was used words like, this is just a trailer, the movie is about to start. This was the election campaign. Okay, after elections, we'll get back to, we approach India. To bankrupt us. That agenda became obvious on the 11 United Nations and the people of Kashmir have the right. Simla Accord, which is about bilateral, illegally they revoked Article. They got an extra 180,000 forces in Kashmir now and 900,000. Make the people understand. And for that, I have to explain to you. RSS was an organization that they believed in racial purity. The Nazi believed they were. This is the time of information revolution. You can go. What is happening in India? Muslims from India. Secondly, it was believed that this golden Muslim rule centuries back and then the British rule for Muslims and Christians. Others of RSS, Golwalkar, and build them and you'll find out. And what murdered the great Mahatma in Gujarat when he was the chief minister, who were inspired by the Hitler the Congress Home Minister. Terrorists are being trained. And these terrorists made homeless. Narendra Modi could understand this background before I explained. Siege to 8 million people with 900 troops. Women, children. Of what I know is about it. These are human beings. With racial superiority, these illusions. And it's arrogance that makes like what Narendra Modi has done. From the fact this hasn't been thought through. What is he going to quietly accept the status? Mr. President, 100 by the United Nations. 1,000 women have been raped. The world hasn't done anything because material prevails over the human. But look, be a bloodbath. The people will come out. Narendra Modi says, these 900,000 troops, what are they going to do? Do what happens then? What happens when there is a bloodbath? Kashmir. What do you think? They were worse than animals. No rights arrested, taken out of Kashmir. Leaders who were pro-India have been taken out, taken to God knows which destinations. They will be out in the streets. And what will these soldiers do? Young boys. And so, and guess what? India will blame us. Pakistan, one of their defense. Why would Pakistan send 500 to make? What will there is some terrorist attack? All that will happen is to further crush the people of Kashmir. Pakistan is a terrorist state, and this mantra that has gone, this catchword, Islamic terrorism, human rights, you can do whatever you want, which is what has happened. And this is what they're doing right now. What do we benefit the cruelty on the people of Kashmir? But there is, as when they lift the curfew, whatever happens, they might come and bomb us again. 80 million Muslims of India are thinking, what do you think? Don't you think that And when they get radicalized, now again we will be blamed. And they know that it is only, this is not happening to Kashmiri Hindus. They know that what you think the Jewish community would think. What do you think they will think? Are we at 1.3 billion Muslims? Someone will pick up arms. This good, decent guy doesn't get justice. There was a film made in New York and his up a gun and he goes around shooting muggers. And if there is a bloodbath when it comes to Muslims, ethnic cleansing, what was the response of the 1.3 billion Muslims for 55 days? Soldiers, people into radicalization, who are actually radicalizing people. Into this, Pakistan face to face, like we came in February, the United Nations. This is why we're supposed to stop this happening. Munich, a market of 1.2 billion. If a conventional war starts, between the war starts, and anything could happen, is faced with the choice, or you fight for your freedom till death. And my belief is, and when a nuclear arm, it will have consequences for the world. It's a fair worry that where are we headed? Guaranteed the people of Kashmir the right of self-determination. This is the time, no action. And number one action must be lasted for 55 days. It picked up. Parents don't know where they've disappeared. And then, thank you.